Nation.
SMD Law is the official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Check them out on the interwebs at smdalaw.com or at 866-529-3537. No matter where you are in the state of Michigan, Upper Peninsula, Lower Peninsula, it doesn't matter. They have an office near you. So whether you need to send a letter to an annoying neighbor, or you're a criminal and you need defense, maybe you just have problems with elder law, check them out, smdalaw.com today. The official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Call them first. Then you act.
Welcome back, Spartan Nation. We now head out to talk to a young man for the class of 2022. I want you to think about that for a moment. He barely just finished his freshman year, and he's already up on the radar. He's from Waterford Mott. This kid, I just really am impressed with his film. Go check out his film. You'll be impressed as well. He's a lineman. I mean, again, he's so young. Does he stay guard? Could he fly out to tackle? Does he move over to DT? All I know is this. You put the film on, you know he's a football player, and you figure out where he plays later. CJ Aldred is his name. He's on the other end of our line. CJ, how are you, buddy?
Good. How you doing, sir?
Good. Congratulations. Things are really blowing up for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit. Have you been on campus at Michigan State yet, CJ?
I was there for a camp. Not last Thursday, but 2 Thursdays ago.
Talk about what were your thoughts on camp?
I really liked it. The coaches were very interactive with us.
Okay.
And I just had a very good time.
Good for you. You also took a visit to the University of Michigan. How did that visit go, CJ?
It was pretty cool. We got to go down onto the field and just see all that. It was insane to think that I'm doing it as a freshman.
It is pretty insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
CJ, I wanted to ask you a little bit about you. Because you're so young, is it fun or does the pressure start early?
I honestly love football. I love everything about it, and there was no pressure on me. My coach helps take that pressure off, and it's just really appreciate everything that's going right for me right now.
Yeah, that's a real blessing, isn't it?
Yep.
CJ, what are you doing to get better every day?
We lift almost every day. We are doing a bunch of skill work with not any coaches, but just the linemen ourselves.
What do you enjoy most about the game of football?
I love the competitiveness and how it just makes you a better man, makes you a better person.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that one. That's a good point on your part. We're talking to CJ Aldred from Waterford Mott. He is a class of 22, which means this kid just finished his freshman year, but he is really blowing up. He is a guy that's getting a lot of attention from all around the Big Ten. CJ, are you going to do any other camps this summer?
This summer, I don't really know. I don't think so, but I'm hoping next year I'll get a lot more invites to camps.
Good for you. CJ, because you're in the state of Michigan, did you grow up a fan of Michigan State or Michigan or both?
They're both, pretty high up schools, and they're both one of my favorite schools. I don't really have a preference. I root for both, and I enjoy watching them play every Saturday.
CJ, I want to compliment you. You are a terrific politician already for a young man that hasn't started his sophomore year. That was a very good answer on your part, sir.
Thank you.
You've been trained well. Is that mama and daddy or both?
Both.
Talk to us. Tell us about your family, would you, CJ?
Yeah, my mom is actually a paralegal at a law office, Sumner Associates, and my dad's actually a technician. And we spend a lot of family time together, and I enjoy being with them.
Do you have any brothers and sisters?
No, I am an only child.
Are you spoiled?
No, I am not spoiled.
All right, I just had to ask. I'm just making sure. Let's talk a little bit about the game of football. Lifting weights is important in all of that, but so is passion for the game. Do you love football, CJ?
I love football. I've been playing since I was 5 years old.
Where's that passion for the game come from with you?
My whole family just loves football, and I was brought up in a football, community, and we live right by the high school, so it was just amazing to be part of all that.
Good for you. We're talking to a young man that really is blowing up in recruiting right now. He's from the class of 22, which means he has not even started his sophomore year. And C.J. Aldred is his name. He's a Waterford Mott. He's a lineman. He's getting a ton of interest from Michigan State, ton of interest from Michigan. And he's just, the thing that's impressive with him is even though he's so very young, you can see the it factor. CJ, right now, how tall are you and how much do you weigh?
Right now, I am 6'3", and I weigh around 290.
How much did you say? How tall?
6'3".
6'3" and 290, and the kid hasn't even started his sophomore year. Dear Lord God Almighty. CJ, I've got to ask, is anybody more excited about you getting to go to college for free than your mom and dad because they don't have to pay the grocery bill?
Well, I'm actually pretty excited to go to college for free. I don't have to have tons of student debt, so happy about that.
Okay, but you got to tell me there's not a side of mom and dad that aren't a little happy that they're not going to have to feed you anymore.
Oh, they all very excited about that, yeah.
CJ, let's talk about the classroom. How are you doing in the classroom?
Currently, I think I have a 3.76 GPA. I take a lot of advanced classes, so it's kind of hard to get, I don't know, just the book I have to do is more challenging than most.
Yeah, I agree. I got a son who's a year younger than you, but he's in that same predicament. He takes all the most difficult classes, and it's a whole different world. People don't understand when you're in those advanced classes, do they?
No, they don't. They expect me to have a 4.0 and, some very challenging classes, and sometimes it's hard.
What about off the field, CJ? Are you involved in any charity work? Do you work or do anything with Special Olympics or any in your church or synagogue? Anything that you do that way?
Well, years before I was in, NJHS and stuff that would help the community, but this year I am taking, it's called PPI. It's to help with kids that are having disagreements with each other, and so they sit them down with me, and I help them overcome the problems and try to not, get in a fight or just work out the problems.
That's really cool. How'd you get involved in that, CJ?
Well, I got invited to it, and they interviewed me, and they said that they really wanted me. They actually kept calling my mom over and over, trying to get her to let me do it.
That's really cool. CJ, do you prefer offense or defense?
I'll play wherever the team needs me, but I do prefer defensive line.
Tell me why. What is it about the defense that you really like?
The defense, well, offense, you kind of have to take the hit and then go off of there. But defense, you can deliver the hit, you can get past the guy, and you can hit the quarterback or running back even harder.
You're a thumper, aren't you, CJ? You like contact.
Yes, sir, I do.
Good for you. CJ, do you have any idea what you want to major in college?
I do want to be an engineer. I don't really know what type yet, but I do want to go into that field.
Good for you. What made you pick engineering?
I like to figure stuff out, work with, different problems, and I just figured that would be the best choice for me.
CJ, when you were up at Michigan State, which coach did you talk to the most?
Actually, no coach really came up to talk to me, and I don't know, I found that weird, but at the same time it's understandable because I am only still a freshman, and they still really aren't allowed to talk to me.
Right.
But, yeah.
But at the camp, they can coach you a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It was a lot of the players, though,
right,
which I thought was pretty cool. They were helping out a lot, and then the defensive line coach from Michigan State was helping out a lot, too.
Yep, that's Coach Ron Burton and Coach Bola there.
Yep.
Let me ask just a couple more questions, CJ, and we'll get you out of here. I really appreciate you taking time to talk to us tonight. I want to ask you about fire and passion. Are you passionate about the game? Do you have a fire in your belly?
Yes, I do. Every game, I'm just dripping sweat and nervous, and I just love to go out there and under those lights and play. And I just love the competitiveness in that.
All right. I have to ask you a funny question. I was talking to people at your school trying to learn about you, and I said to someone, tell me a secret about CJ. And this is what I was told. CJ comes from a great family, but if you ever want to see that kid get motivated, let mama go after him. I think he's afraid of mama. What's up with that?
I don't really know, but she just motivates me to do all that, and it's just kind of nerve-wracking sometimes. But she gets mad at me.
That's awesome, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. She pushes me to do my best and everything.
Oh, man. Awesome. All right, buddy. You're the best. We appreciate you. Thanks for your time, CJ.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
All right, buddy. Hold the line. I want to talk to you. We'll be right back.
All right.
Thanks, my friend. You're listening to Spartan Nation.